Hello collective and chosen ones, welcome to my channel. I'd like to thank you all for spending the time tuning in here. For those that are new, please note that my readings are all about energy. There's no gender in specific. It's all about embodying the masculine and feminine energy in the one person. So basically today I'm going to be giving you a further extension or extended reading from the previous shorts titled Deep Regrets and Miserable Without You. This is basically not just about a past lover or a relationship, but it's more or less a relationship to dealing with other people that have been close to you. Now I'm just going to go back to the previous reading and just reiterate certain things, and then I'm going to continue elaborating on what's happening with you as well. So a person that you were dealing with finds you very hot and attractive. Basically your energy with and dealings with a lot of the love relationship had been quite lustful. So that person's also in the past have mirrored your energy. It was mainly all about a kind of seductive and energy and sexual. But some things have changed since you met this person. There have been a lot of stalemate that's happened. And for some reasons, actually I know the reasons, but I'm just explaining this to you. For reasons that you didn't know before, you were brought together with these people to fulfill a contract. And I mentioned that in previous posts about past soul contracts. You thought that this is going to last you a lifetime with this person. And so time and time again, you keep giving this person excuses for the way they behave towards you. Nothing was ever concrete, and it was all talk, and was very toxic as well. There was a lot of stops and starts and avoidance. And in some ways, it's about a karmic contract and maybe a past life relationship. So you're brought back together to complete a cycle. Therefore, your relationship with these people, and particular this one person, is very, very much intense and not a very good one. The energy on the top here are based on very, very low vibration. So you had a lot of separation, you're longing for each other. And in some ways, this top of the cards, it talks about you in the very first stages. Now, if you can just imagine your life lessons is giving you an analogy, say for instance 100 chapters. This one that this person's now going through is what you went through in the past. So you went through a big whole gamut of lifestyle, from toxic relationships to going out and experiencing some really dark things, like a lot of addictions, obsession, going out and just maybe spending money and like there's no tomorrow, consuming things that are not good for you. And you went through a whole lot of suffering as well. So there's a lot of projections that's going on and between both of you. So once after a particular, but how do I explain it? When you've gone through this suffering, the tower moments will happen, and you've experienced one after another, to the point where you were left out in the cold and you went through so much that you hit rock bottom, and you think that you can help the other person as well. And you are very confused as well as to why you're here to fulfill any lessons with a particular person, especially when all you're doing is working on your spiritual self, but you keep coming across these type of people. And so because of all these experiences, you've become a walking lie detector. You're able to really detect people's intentions as well as your own. You become very clear. You become an energy reader as well through many experiences and very, very much many setbacks, lots of scams and things that you went through. You become an expert at reading energy on all sorts of medium, like through face-to-face, photos, aura, just energy in the ether. You can detect it remotely, sound. And when you first met a person, and this particular person that you may know who I'm talking about, when you first met that person, you already determined what's going to happen. But deep down, you're not ready to leave that situation because you're not ready to know the end result yet, because you still had to go through a lot of experiences. So therefore you're stuck, you hang in there, and you went through a lot of heartache, stops and starts with this person. You haven't heard from them, you stop contacting them, and then they come back to you again, and then they do the same thing. They're not very honest, and you can tell. So when you're away, they do things that are very toxic. They go out and meet people and they have sex with them, multiple sex, and then they also do the things that they do to you, to others. So all that is very toxic behavior, and you could tell. And in the meantime, you are starting your own lessons. And what I mean is that you're going through your own lessons with your family, maybe your personal life. And deep down, you are waiting at that time for that person to come through. And time again, when they still contacted you back again, after ghosting you, then it's as if nothing has happened. And then you started to get more and more disappointed. And you're wondering why things are happening to you. And because you were vibing in a low vibration, trying to be staying in that vibration or that frequency, things start to happen for you, as in not a good way. So some of you may have lost your job, some of you may have altercations with people at work, arguments with your family, finances weren't going well. That's because you were stuck in that energy. It's not when you started to really wake up and know that these people are playing mind games. You left this world, this matrix. So these people are now playing games all by themselves. And when you start to open up to another energy and working with spirit and ready to work closely with spirit guides, you're going to be starting to receive and be open to receiving new things like relationships and a new life. You still reflect on the nostalgia and you have still memories, but your memories are different now. You take the good parts with you, the lessons, and you preserve those lessons that you've learned, and you are now able to deal with life in a brand new way. Because what had happened is that in the past, it was dark versus light. The dark was this person or this group of toxic people manipulating your energy. They are wizards of the dark, from the dark entities that had been puppeting them and manipulating you for so long. And they know that you are of the light, but you've been distracted all these years. Now finally you've woken up, the rise of the phoenix, and you have realized that what's been happening. You're the light worker that has now got protection from spirit, and your spirit guides are always surrounding you. You just have to tap into it. When that happens, you are highly protected. So you would have noticed that things start to become a lot better for you. Your energy is a lot better. You're getting much more energy back. You're getting a better sleep. Sometimes you might wake up just learning some lessons and tapping into spirit. But most of the time now, you are looking after yourself and preserving your energy, preparing to continue with your path. You've entered a cycle now with this person. So even though you haven't fully blocked them in terms of contact, like over the phone or anything like that, they still can't really get to you. So it's like this person now sitting in the dark, trying to get through, and nothing's coming through. There's nothing happening. That's the energy they're receiving now. And in the meantime, you're now living in the present moment. You can see the light fully. Every day you wake up with gratitude towards spirit. You've gone through everything literally. And now all it is to do is to continue on with your path, and maybe also you have the room now to assist others. Life for you is going really well, and this has to happen. You've dodged a bullet or many bullets. Now for some of you that has not fully happened yet, it will. Trust the spirit that if you keep continuing working and going through your lessons with full acknowledgement, and every day work on tapping into spirit guides to help you. This card is a victory, and you just living in your passion. You're setting out sail and looking into anything in the horizon that's good for you. You can now feel the energy. You're very grounded, and you're very much tapping into your emotions and balancing your masculine and feminine energy. These two cards are spiritually grounded. You have a lot of intuition. You really can tap into both worlds, knowing exactly what you're doing. So see the light with both of these illustrations. Very much in tune with spirit. Life for you is now very, very happy and blissful. You no longer, if you come across toxic people, it's pretty much straight away you can really transmute that energy and just give it back to. So if you haven't listened to my post or read the post on how to get rid of the dark entities and energy, I suggest you go back to my post and have a real good listen to how to get rid of these energies. So whenever you come across them now, return to sender, because this is an unwanted gift. It can no longer stay with you. Your energy has reached a certain level that you're not going to come across anything for too long that is in the in the low vibration and frequency. Now, just going back to how intuitive you are and switched on, you have become such an expert in picking up the energy that there's no need to actually let the other person know that you know. Because the more things you reveal to other people, the more they're going to be focusing on you, and that's not what we want you to do. We want you to focus on observing how others are and how to navigate out of the negative energy and just working on the positive ones and really influencing the vibration to increase it. So the more people you interact with that can pick up your high vibration, the better off you can to spend more time with these people and less time with those ones that you don't vibrate with, and that's trying to really disturb your peace and influence your energy. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else for the time being. Let me see if there's anything else before I close this off. So you can always now start to feel a very high vibration or something exciting coming through. Now, if you haven't, I don't think this reading is for you, because there might be some things that you still need to work through, or it may not resonate with you. So I'm so glad that if you're still around this time frame, I'm happy that you're working on it, and I'm thanking you for your feedback. A lot of you know who I'm talking to. You have done such a great job in getting out of this hardship and suffering that you've been through a long time. And if you like to give me some more feedback, I always welcome you. Know that this channel is not about judgment on anybody. It's about helping you to elevate and make your own informed decisions how you can ascend. And sending you lots of love, and thank you all for your time as well. Bye for now.